Look, it has been a brilliant start to the season, and what I think probably you're most pleased with hearing Aaron Ramsdale say there is they're striving to be better. They're not just looking at results, they're looking at performances and they're looking at where they can improve.
Yeah, and I think you can't look away from the fact that Zinchenko and Jesus coming in kind of steadies all the hype that might be in there, having such a great start after coming off of such a poor start last season. So you've got people in there who know how to. Yeah, this is fine. Let's just carry on and take it game by game. But the attitude and the fans and everything together, there's a momentum. So you're just hoping that you can just win the next game and just carry on. Everything seems to be going okay. And it's like he said, you can't stop people from being happy about it. They're on a journey, since Mikel's got there, and they're in the journey and things are working. So when you see things working, like a team come back from being a goal down, when people say Arsenal's got no leaders, they've got no heart. If you score a goal against Arsenal, they crumble. They didn't do that, and that felt to me like when they celebrated there, they're just showing people how together and how strong they are.
And you can see there the celebrations, and it wasn't just at the final whistle that Arsenal was celebrating. I mean, they're actually relatively calm. Well, until then, they're actually relatively calm in the post-match celebrations. It was that winning goal that really seemed to take the roof off at the Emirates. But they did it, as you said, without Zinchenko in the side. But he was involved in the goal celebrations as well. He was down warming up and just threw himself into it. It just shows and it's easy to feel together when they're on a winning streak, but it seems to show that.
Yeah, and also he was hassling the fourth official, I think, for the majority of the game. And you need that because those sorts of things do influence games as much as lots of people would like to think not. Like being in the referee's ear, being in the fourth official's ear, it will have an impact, as both Sean and Ian know. And a lot of my friends who are Arsenal fans said that at that Fulham game, although it might not matter so much come the end of the season, they said that was one of the best atmospheres they've had at the Emirates in a very long time. And think about the North London derbies that have been there, other big games against rivals, but a comeback win against Fulham was a definitive moment for them and this group of players. So I think that just shows how far along and how good the atmosphere and the feeling is at the club right now.
It's all about that wave that they're riding. And I suppose when we talk about new managers coming in, we can all sit here and say new managers need time. They need time to develop their ideas. I think from the beginning with Arteta, with a few bumps along the way, it's been quite clear what he wanted to do. And so it's interesting to see it look like it's coming to fruition now.
It's unbelievable to see. I think the club in general have backed him the right way. They've given the time to build what he wanted to build. And with that time, you've seen the progress. And I think, I wouldn't say he's followed how Liverpool or Man City have done it. They've done it their own way, but they've still given the adequate time to get them to where they are. And with that, he's had the inconsistencies of last year of the squad being so young. Now he's added young experience to that's been on that journey before, that know how to deal with all the pressures and the ups and downs. It's just a matter of, I think we will see how far they've actually come, is if they lose that one game and straight after that one game, they bounce straight back and get straight back on that wagon of winning all the games again.
I think that people don't realise that when you're a team, like Man City will know, former teams like Arsenal know, Liverpool know, all the teams that are favourites to win the league in their respective times know how important it is to start well in the season. Obviously, if you're a new team coming up, you have to start well as well because you don't want to be sucked in and same in the middle. But when you're going for it, you have to start well. And that's why I can't underestimate the inclusion of Jesus and Zinchenko, because they will know how important it is to start well. And I think that you can see it in the way that the guys are reacting at the minute.